Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us understood the basic requirement, the necessary requirement of this CDK as well as the major difference between SAM, CDK as well as Terraform. So when do we use what? So that we're gonna understood in this video. Let us assume I am just entering to learn this CDK. Now, what is the first question that arises in my mind? What is the need of this CDK? Why do I need to learn this CDK? That's the primary question that arises in our mind, right? Yes. The answer for that is very simple. Either you will learn SAM or either you will learn SAM or CDK or Terraform. The primary need of these is in order to create your infrastructure in cloud. To create your infrastructure in cloud, you need to learn these. So that's the very simple answer. You can able to create your whole infrastructure in the form of code, IAC. This is the infrastructure as code. IAC represents infrastructure as code. If you want to create your infrastructure in cloud in the form of a code, especially in AWS, then you might need to prefer any one of these options. That is, you might need to prefer serverless application model or cloud development kit or Terraform in order to define your whole infrastructure as code. Okay. Now I don't know which I need to prefer. Let's say I want to create my environment in AWS cloud and I don't know which I need to prefer to create my infrastructure as code. In order to create my infrastructure in the form of code, I don't know what to choose. Then what to choose? This will be based on our requirement of our infrastructure. Let's say I have only specific requirement of creating my infrastructure only with serverless services. So whenever you are creating your whole infrastructure only with serverless services, then this SAM is highly preferred to you. This is the best choice to you. By using this SAM, you can able to create your whole infrastructure, that is a serverless infrastructure, by using infrastructure as code. So by using SAM, that is serverless application model, you can only create serverless services. You can only create these serverless services by using the infrastructure as code of this SAM. In this, we define the infrastructure as code, or you can say you will write your infrastructure code by using SAM templates. Those templates actually we write by using some scripting language, that is YAML or JSON. So by using this SAM, you can able to create your templates by using either YAML or JSON code. That is, you can able to create your infrastructure as code by using these two languages. And by using your infrastructure as code, or you can say by using that code template, you can only create serverless services in this SAM. That is, you can able to deploy your stack only with the serverless services. Now, let's say I want to create not only serverless services, I want to create server-based services as well. During that scenario, so what is the option to me, sir? If you want to create server-based services also, then this is not the choice for you. SAM is not the choice for you. You need to prefer either CDK or else this is Terraform. So let's write those 2 points. That is, by using CDK or Terraform, you can able to create both server based as well as serverless services. By using IAC, by using IAC, you can able to create. You can use IAC for, we can use IAC, infrastructure as code, for serverless services, comma, server based services. Also you can able to create by using infrastructure as code in these both Terraforms as well as this CDK. Now you might have question, so what to choose in between these two? So it again comes with your preference only. So the major utilization of this Terraform is, if you are creating your infrastructure with multiple cloud providers, if you are creating your infrastructure with multiple cloud providers, like in market we have multiple cloud providers are there. That is, AWS is one of the cloud provider, and GCP is one of the cloud provider, and Azure is one of the cloud provider. So like that, if you are creating a service in one environment and one service in another environment, then this Terraform is highly preferred to you. If you are creating your infrastructure in multiple cloud platforms, then in order to create such a infrastructure as code templates, this Terraform is highly preferred for you. Now let's understood one more point. So in order to create infrastructure or template in your Terraform, so what is the supported language, sir? It supports you HCL language, that is HashiCorp configuration language. By using this language, you can able to create your template or infrastructure as code template in Terraform. So when do you prefer this Terraform? When you are having a requirement to create resources by using the same template for multiple cloud providers, then Terraform is preferred. Okay, I understood. When do I prefer this SAM, that is SAM, and when do I prefer this Terraform? Then what about this CDK, sir? When do I particularly prefer this CDK, Cloud Development Kit? So when do you prefer is, if you want to create infrastructure as code, or you can say your template you want to create for both server based services as well as serverless services in AWS cloud, only in AWS cloud, by using some programming languages, that is by using the programming languages like Python, Java, TypeScript or C Sharp. During that scenario, this CDK or Cloud Development Kit is preferred. So what are the supporting languages to create your infrastructure as code template in CDK? The supporting languages are, you can use Python, or you can use Java as well, or you can use C Sharp, or you can also use TypeScript. You can use these many languages in order to write your infrastructure as code template. So in this way, you can able to create your template in CDK. If you are familiar with programming with any one of these languages, then it is very easy for you in order to create your infrastructure as code in CDK. Let's say you are creating your resources or infrastructure in AWS, and you are required to create only serverless services related infrastructure, then this SAM is preferred. And if you are creating not only serverless, also server based services you are creating in AWS, and you are more familiar with programming languages like Python, then this CDK is preferred for creating such complex infrastructures or environments. Let's say your infrastructure is holding the resources of multiple cloud providers like AWS, Azure, as well as GCP. During that scenario, you need to prefer this Terraform in order to create your infrastructure as code template. Again, I am telling these are just a few comparison parameters, but in real time, your requirement may changes based on your parameters. And let's say if you want to create, your infrastructure as immutable, then again this Terraform is preferred because Terraform promotes the concept of immutable infrastructure where changes lead to create changes in your infrastructure as code lead to create new resources rather modifying existing ones. This will create new resources in Terraform. So in real time, choosing between AWS CDK as well as Terraform as well as SAM depends on your specific needs, preferences, and the complexity of your environment. For complex AWS centric environments where you prefer using any programming languages, then for that infrastructure creating this CDK is a strongly recommended choice. And coming to this Terraform, it is excellent for multi-cloud or more generic infrastructure needs. And coming to this SAM or Serverless Application Model, it is highly specialized for creating your serverless applications. So that's the basic comparison between these three. When do you use what? I hope you understood this comparison between these and you analyzed some parameters regarding these and you understood during which type of infrastructure creation, which what you need to use among these, which you need to choose among these. I hope this video is useful. If you feel this video is useful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye, guys.